Hello everyone, this is Kevin T. Rodriguez, film critic of iCritic.net, and it's time to talk about editing movies, which it's kind of controversial these days. I mean, I've made a couple videos about VidAngel and how I actually defend VidAngel's right to give parents a filtering option, even though I would personally, yes, want to watch the uncut version of a movie. Now, here's the interesting thing. Edited movies or movies that are edited for family consumption, as they say, might have gotten a huge boost, and it's from a very unlikely source. It is from Sony, who today announced a clean version initiative where with certain retailers, digital retailers like iTunes, Vudu, and Fandango, you can actually get clean versions of some of their movies, which basically means these are the TV and airplane edits of the movies with less profanity, less violence. Sometimes the sexual content is removed. Some of the crude humor might be toned down a little bit, and they're selling them to families. And of course, Hollywood, the filmmakers like Seth Rogen and Paul Greengrass and stuff, they started flipping out like, please don't do this to our movies. Don't sell our movies edited. And of course, my initial, gut reaction was this is going to be a problem because I think people are going to be confused. They might not realize they're buying the edited version. But of course, once I actually looked into it a little bit more, I think the filmmakers are really getting a hissy fit over nothing. Because if anything, Sony has actually handled this the best possible way they can. And in fact, this is a very good compromise to families, especially Christian and Mormon and Catholic families, who want to watch certain PG-13 and R-rated movies, but have personal convictions about, like, say, the F word or certain sexual situations. Because what Sony is doing is they are not selling these clean versions of the movies separately. They are giving them to consumers for free if they buy the digital copy. And the reason I know this is because I have a lot of digital movies on Vudu. Now, granted, they have all come with Blu-rays because I'm not going to actually buy a movie just digitally. But I have a nice little digital locker that I've built up through the codes that come with it. And I checked, and many of my Sony movies, if not all of them, that are currently on that service have clean versions of the movies that I can select now. Now, here's how it works. The way Seth Rogen and some of these other filmmakers are talking, like, their vision is being intruded upon. Like, they're forcing a censored, sanitized version of the movie on the viewers, but they are not. The way that I accessed my clean version is I had to go to the extras tab in each movie, and under the extras there was the clean version. And when you start it, there is a disclaimer that very clearly states the movie has been edited for content. If you select a movie and you just press play and you don't go to the special features, guess what? The uncut PG-13 and R-rated version of the movie played. So the uncut version is always the default. If you want to watch the edited version, you have to go out of your way to watch it. And by the way, with the digital copy of Logan, there is a black and white version called Logan Noir. And that is an extra. You have to go under the extra section, and then it will play the movie in black and white as opposed to color, which, by the way, it looks a lot better in black and white, as a little side note. So, with this in mind, the fact that they're making it available, but they're not forcing it on you, you have to go out and select it. What is the problem? I mean, seriously, what is the problem? Why can't these actors and directors, who I know they don't hang out with the people you and I hang out with, but the average consumer honestly would like a cleaner version of most of the movies, and the movies have gotten so ridiculously, artificially bumped up that I kind of embrace it. Like, for example, one of the movies that is under this is Moneyball, which I gave 5 stars The only reason that movie's PG-13 is because of one F word. There's a couple other small curse words, but basically, what is the harm in showing my grandma an edited version without those 3 bad words? What is wrong with that? And I also want to state that even with the clean versions, I don't have to show my kids them. I don't think I'm going to show them Elysium, even if it is, or Captain Phillips, even if they are edited, because I think the themes are a little too mature for most kids. But Goosebumps and Spider-Man, removing a little bit of blood and a couple naughty words so that my 7-year-old niece can watch them? Yeah! Why not? Why the heck not? And you know, when they get older, if they want to watch the uncut version, then hey, I can show them the uncut version. But the fact that they're just giving these versions away and you don't have to watch them and they're not forcing them on you by any means, I don't understand what the problem is. And again, I personally prefer uncut. I will always choose uncut first. And at the moment, I have no reason to watch the edited versions outside of mere curiosity. And I lived through, I don't know if anyone actually remembers this, but I lived through the days of Dragon Ball Z on DVD when they would have the edited DVD and the uncut DVD. And of course, you had to pay attention. You had to get the uncut DVD, and I preferred it uncut. But you know what? There was an edited in case it was a parent and they didn't want their kids to watch the version with more swearing, nudity, and violence. And that's totally fine. And this, I think, is the perfect compromise. Hey, there's an edited version, but it's an extra. It's a bonus feature. Don't want to watch it? Like all the other special features that come with it, you can just choose not to. And I don't understand why Hollywood producers, directors, and actors, they can't see this. Especially when they're putting content in the movies to artificially bump the rating, and that's all they're doing. They know it's not necessary. Heck, I don't even think sometimes they want to use the F word. But they use it because the studio says, hey, put it in there because we need a PG-13. Why can't we just have that word taken out? I don't know. But anyway, what do you folks think? Do you necessarily have any interest in a clean version of the movie? I would love to know. Comment below. Like, favorite, share, subscribe. If you like the videos I produce, consider becoming a Patreon or buying some swag from the Great Media Universe. There's a code below so that you can get 15% off your entire first order. And as always, flame responsibly. Have a good one.